Okay, I am live apparently. Super cool. I got to warm up because I haven't done my warm-ups today, so bear with me, guys. That's a bit fast. Not looking to go full commando just yet. All right, let's see here. Hey, how's it going, guys? What's up, Bassist Junior? How you doing? How are you so fast? I'm not playing too fast right now. This is actually pretty slow, but like in general, like playing fast stuff, just metronome. A lot of metronome work and a lot of relaxing. Like these kind of light touching, that kind of thing. Like I said, they haven't warmed up, so it's not very fast yet. Very nice. What model guitar is that? This is the Fesley FL350, or sorry, FLP350. I always get it mixed up. Yeah, good old Fesley, man. I love this thing. Plays pretty dang good considering it's like a $160 guitar. Not too bad. Yeah, hope you guys are having a fantastic day out there. Thanks for joining me in my ridiculous nonsense that I do here every Friday. I'm just kind of hanging out, trying to warm up my hands. I haven't really played much today. I've been kind of busy with editing, so I'm going to put the metronome back on, work on some more exercises with you guys. You get to see me and just being an idiot. In the meantime, let me know how your Friday's going. Yeah, we'll BS here in a minute. Just bear with me. All right, let's see. Some more basic exercises. That's lucky. Right. Straight over here. There we go. That makes more sense that way. Anyways, sorry. Yeah, isn't that crazy? Only $169 or $159, but $160 I just rounded up to. But I think it's $159 or something like that. Third Friday in a row. Hey, heck yeah. Yo, man, love you. Hey, love you too, man. Appreciate that. Appreciate that hate. I'm glad you don't hate me. But yeah, just kind of warming up. My hands are sloppy. Bear with me, guys. Yeah, let me know how your Friday's going. Let's speed up a little bit. Let's get some relaxing. No. Let's see. One of my strings is out of tune. Nope. Almost. Yeah, good enough, whatever. All right, let's see here. Reminds me of a Yingwei. Thanks, dude. I love Yingwei Malmsteen. It's definitely awesome. Neoclassical. Yeah, I love neoclassical stuff for sure. Do you ever get finger pain? No, never get finger pain, surprisingly. Knock on wood. No, no finger problems, no tendonitis, no carpal tunnel. But I try to play really relaxed. Like, it looks like I'm doing a lot, but I'm really not. I'm always really, really like hyper relaxed. Like, my picking's always really loose. My left hand's always really light, just kind of bouncing. Sometimes I miss the notes though, because I get too relaxed. So that's a problem. But other than that. That'd be like neoclassical, I guess. I don't know. Hey, what's going on? Harambe, how you doing, dude? Yeah, I'm just screwing around. I'm not warmed up. Things sound kind of sloppy and rough, but it's okay. I'll get warmed up over time. Just bear with me, guys. I really need to just go slow and work the metronome, and that'll kind of help loosen up my hands a bit. Let's see here. Yeah, it's a hard thing to undo, man. I used to have that problem a lot. I used to tense up, and I still kind of have that issue in my right arm. But you just got to like really break down what's happening and try to do the opposite. It took me a while to undo that habit, so I still have that issue sometimes. But anyways, like an exercise you can do that kind of helps me. What I'm going to do right now is kind of go slow. Right, I'm just going to do 16 notes at 140, and then I'm going to basically just kind of walk up. Like maybe the Petrucci exercise, right? You're just going to do that over and over a few times. Bear with me. But that's going to help you guys, too, if you want to mess around with that. And you just put it at a speed that feels kind of comfortable but a little challenging. Do like a light picking at 16 notes. Like stuff like that. It's kind of boring. Anyways, let's see here. Put this back here volume-wise. My monitors are kind of loud through my headset. I have open back headphones, so not too bad, but it gets a little bit rough. Okay, there we go. That seems decent in volume. Check, check. But yeah, hope you guys are having a fantastic Friday out there. Let me know what you guys got going on. And move my hat out of the way. I had it over there. But yeah, awesome, guys. I'm going to slow this down just a bit. I'm going to work on some other timing type stuff. And... that was not too bad. What strings do I have on here? I have the Dario NYXLs, I think they're called, NYXLs. It's like $10, $11 on Amazon. And this is size 10 to 42. Or 46, sorry, 10 to 46. I was getting mixed up with the numbers. 10 to 46. But yeah, this is, I don't know, the Diodario ones, they seem pretty fair. I used to use Ernie balls, and I used to use clear tones. But the NYXLs feel pretty smooth. Like, I feel like I'm kind of gliding around. Which is, I guess, a good thing, but sometimes it's a bad thing because I slide around a little too much and hit the wrong thing. But, you know, I'm just not used to them. I tried them out because I heard they were really good, and I like them overall. I think the NYXL sound pretty decent, but yeah, I don't know. They sound decent enough. No. Sloppy, but whatever. Let me slow it down a hair. I should do it over here. I have more space. Cool little things there. They sound good. Yeah, they sound not too bad. Pretty clear, surprisingly. Yeah, I don't know. I didn't expect them to sound good. I've heard a lot of like 50-50 things on, like, you know, Diodario and Ernie Ball. People always pick a side, like, oh, I like Ernie Balls. Oh, I don't like Ernie Ball. Oh, I like Diodario. I hate Diodario. I can't tell like a huge difference in feel other than they're a little more smooth, I guess. The Diodario ones, the NYXL at least. But sound-wise, they sound pretty good. I think they sound decent. But then again, maybe just be placebo. Like, I don't know if there's actually a huge difference in sound. So, yeah, there's that. Yeah, it's been spending a lot of time working on these different, like, legato lines. I'm trying to get more into Tom Quayle stuff. I did some transcriptions on some of his solos. Took me a while to get a couple licks tabbed out, but I don't have them all the way there yet in speed. Might try them on your Mustang. Yeah, dude, definitely worth a try. You'll have to let me know what you think of them. I'm curious. But yeah, this Tom Quayle lick I posted a short on, and I have the tab available for my members here on the channel. But yeah, it's just so weird because I'm not used to doing these weird, like, pull off chromatic-y kind of lines that he does. No, that's wrong there. So I screwed up the thing. I look at the tab here. Nope, see. There it is. Oh, I scripted that ending. Okay, so. It's a weird pattern. I'm gonna try working some of these really slow. Hey, what's going on, 2 Yards? How you doing, man? Thanks for joining. Hope you're having a good Friday out there. All right, I'm gonna work some of these Tom Quayle lines, or try to. Let's see. Oh, I see. I'm reading that wrong. Ah, pulled off wrong. Let me go back to this, that. Each speed is the hair. Let me see, I'm doing count wrong here, so. A little faster. I can't do it that fast yet. I'm trying to speed it up. Overkill, but it's not going to work that way. All right, let me see. Ah, so frustrating because I want to go faster, but I can't. I got to go slow. Go slow, right? That's the whole thing. And if you guys want to try this lick for yourselves, I have the tab for the members available on here on the channel. So if you're a member of the channel, you get access to all these transcriptions and tabs and guitar profiles that I make for artists and stuff. So definitely keep that in mind if you want to give it a whirl. All right, let me see here. Let's try doing some improv, because why not? And let's see if I can incorporate that lick somehow into something useful. Maybe. We'll see. We're going to do some C minor action going on here. Maybe some Dorian type of groove. Dorian backing track. This is a very Dorian-esque thing. So let's see what we got here, guys.
Let it go.
Oh, no, not the commercials for Let It Go. Definitely need some vocal lessons there. That sounded a little scary, man. Okay, so this is a C minor kind of groove. Let's see if I can make this lick kind of work. Yeah, I screwed that. Oh, I can't go that fast. I have to go slower. That's fine. I get ahead of myself. Just throwing in some random licks in there. I don't know what I'm doing. Hope you guys are having a good Friday out there. I'm just screwing around. Cool. Just random stuff. I don't know what I'm doing here, but it works. The goat. Oh my goodness. I don't know about that, man. I'm more like leftover pack of salami or something. Yeah, I hope you guys are having a good time out there. I'm just screwing around here. Let's see. I'm going to type in some random backing track action. Backing tracks. Let's do some more funky kind of groovy jams, I guess. What else do we got here? Relentless funk. What does relentless funk mean? Guess we're gonna find out.
She just walked in.
Ah, commercials.
Do you know?
Okay, I guess it sounds okay. All right, enough of that nonsense. Take a break for a second. Let's see what we have here. You guys here forgive my allergies. For whatever reason, my allergies active this time of year, and I'm like coughing and sneezing on myself. If you could say it's not too many words, how do you get that kind of command of the fretboard? Oh man, that's a good question. I'm not like, I don't know. I don't consider myself like great at the fretboard. But my advice, I guess, and what I do myself is I study a lot of different types of music and try to play different types of songs from those different genres. Like maybe learn some old country tunes, learn some reggae tunes, learn some jazz tunes, learn, different chord voicings. That's the first thing I think helped a lot. And the second thing I think is using the metronome to play your scales up and down. So, like I said, just playing scales up and down without a metronome, having like a goal, like I'm going to use triplets, or I'm going to use 16th notes, or I'm going to use whatever. That helped me a lot too. And then doing exercises with the metronome where you're mixing your shapes, like maybe 5 pentatonic shapes, right? You're blending them up together, maybe one and then down the other, back up one, down the other, the next one. And as I'm doing that, I'm not just playing the scales, but I'm also mapping out my intervals. Like, okay, like an A minor pentatonic, I know it's root, flat, third. I know that's my 5th. I know that's my flat 7. I could play 9th degree over here if I want to add that in to my pentatonic. So I'm like outlining chord tones. On top of that, learning your major scale positions and minor scale positions. Like I do the 7 positions of the 3-note per string system. So I use a lot of 3-note per string patterns. That's not to say that the cage patterns aren't any good. Like those are fine too, but that's just not what I use. But those give me like a wide variety of areas I can connect. I see my shapes. So if I'm in a key, I know immediately where my shape starts and where the next shape begins. And I can see all the 7 positions connecting like a map. And within those 7 shapes, I see my intervals. I see my chord tones, intervals, whatever you want to call them. And then I also see the pentatonic shapes weaving in and out of those positions. So, and like a long-winded answer, I guess what I'm saying is to learn your intervals of your pentatonic scale in all positions, and then learn the intervals of your major, minor scale in all positions, and see how they kind of intertwine. And then you can start doing things where you're blending, like in this backing track is Dorian. So I know I'm playing a minor scale with a natural 6th degree. So, 1, 2, flat 3rd, 4th, 5th, natural 6, flat 7 is my goal. So I can just map that out because I think, okay, this is what the shape looks like, and this is where the intervals kind of lay, and I can weave in and out of that. Excuse me. But yeah, that's hopefully an answer that kind of helps. Hey, what's going on, Mike? Happy to see you, my friend. Hope you're having a good time out there. I'm just getting warmed up. My hands are super sloppy, guys. My timing sounds like junk. I always play the best licks and like riffs and stuff when nobody's watching. when I'm like at home, just like sitting here without the camera on and like no care in the world, no intention, I just start playing and the best stuff comes out. And then when I come on lives and I try to record music, it just doesn't work that way. It's like, it sucks, but oh well. But yeah, anyways, just warming up my hands, doing some exercises. My hands are freaking cold. I don't know why. It's just that time of year. It's not even that cold out. It's just circulation, I guess. I don't know. Always had that issue for years. Let's see here. Hello, everyone. How you doing, my friend? Good to see you. Music and gear. Heck yeah. Learning and putting together a solo riff for songs seems to help put difficult lines. Interesting. Yeah, that's pretty cool, man. I don't know what the terminology means for chunking, to be honest with you. I think it sounds familiar. Like I might have heard that term before. I just don't know what it means. Yeah, no worries, man. I hope that kind of makes sense. I feel like I'm just kind of rambling, but like, okay, example, real quick. Let's say I put up a random backing track, and I'll kind of walk you through my mindset here. So if I put on like A minor backing track, that's the most common key people start playing around in. So let's say A minor backing track. And this says easy groove. I mean, we could do that, but let's just keep it normal. Minor blues. Let's stick with blues. That's a good example. Oh, not the Temu commercials. Oh my God. Okay, so real quick, we listen to the chords. This is going to be a basic 1-4-5, I'm guessing, because this is blues. So they got like A minor. D minor. Okay, so just playing, I think, 1-4-5. So I know I can play those intervals of the minor pentatonic scale, obviously, right? We know we can do these box shapes. But you can also accent chord tones, right? So root, flat 3rd, 5th, flat 7, 9, 11th. Now that's just playing pentatonic patterns. Shape 1 and 2. And then in shape 2, I added this E minor triad because it's part of the diatonic key. Right? But instead of walking like that, I use chromatic, like approach notes. The blues gives you that. If you want to take this a step further, I could technically add like a Lydian dominant or alter scale kind of voicing. So So basically what's happening is if you have your chord tones of your scale key of each chord member mapped out, I can play with those as my stable notes, and I could use chromatic passing tones. Right? And then I could also just play up normal scales if I want. And you have a whole slew of stuff you can use. It gives me stress sometimes because there's so many possibilities that you could do. I have to kind of unwind when I'm playing because I overthink. But let's see. Oh, I see what you're saying now. Okay, I do that too then. That's something I definitely do. Whenever I learn a song like riff or solo, that's exactly what I do, that chunking thing you call it. I didn't know what that was called, but I'm glad you taught me something there because I never had a term for that before. But yeah, I'll sit there and play the same thing over and over for like half an hour. Just I used to do that a lot when I learned the Moonlight Sonata thing because I don't remember how to play it very well now, but when I did I would do that over and over. I did that wrong. Surprised I remember that after like 3 years later. I haven't played that song in like 3 years, but I remember doing that over and over. Over and over. Especially with the metronome. I usually do that kind of thing, the chunking thing with a metronome, and it helps so much. But anyways, having said that, I hope you guys are having a fantastic day out there. Thanks for joining my Friday shenanigans. I'm just killing some time doing some jamming with you guys. It's been a productive week. I got the AI over here in case I want to jam on that next. I'm not sure if I really want to plug it in right now, but I might. I don't know. We'll see how it goes. Maybe in a little bit. Just getting my hands warmed up, getting some of the creative juices flowing. I don't know, whatever you call it. And yeah, so let me know what you guys got going on your Friday. If you got any musical stuff you want to talk about, feel free to engage the nerd in me. It's always fun for me. Let's see here. Speaking of incorporating some cool lines, let's try a different kind of backing track. Let's see here. Oh, yeah. Yeah, I imagine it would take a long time for me to get any of those down either. Like when you're doing Jason Becker or Jeff Loomis. Good luck to you, man, on that. Jeff Loomis is nuts. I wanted to do Miles of Machines, but felt way too lazy to like mess with it. Since I don't have a 7-string. Like I know you could still do it without a 7-string, but like my brain, I just didn't want to mess with it. I was like, oh man. But I love that song, and one day I would like to try attempting it if I have, the time in a 7-string. That would be cool. All right, let's do some random stuff I've never really done before and see if I can come up with something cool. Where's my and symbol? Oh, there it is. Backing track. Oops, what is this? Okay, what is this? I'm gonna try some R&B out. Why not? Let's get some R&B going. This is not the backing track. This is Taco Bell. If you guys are wondering what that is, it's not me. Okay. Let's see here. If I listen to Sean. Oh, yeah. Sean Lane's awesome, dude. I love Sean Lane. He's the reason I do these 3-note per string patterns. Like these, he was the guy I saw doing those originally with the 3-note per string pentatonic lines. But I haven't learned a lot of his music, like maybe only a couple licks or riffs. Actually, I take it back. I think I did a song a long time ago here on the channel, like 4 years ago, back when I first started YouTube. My very first time doing YouTube. I remember somebody requested Sean Lane, Get You Back. I can't remember how the riff goes. It was like 4 years ago. But if you go back on my channel, you can see the Get You Back cover I did. It wasn't very good. I was just kind of improvising and playing some of the main like licks, but that was a tricky song too. Even though it wasn't that fast or anything, it was still hard. I picked the easier song to cover, and it still was not easy. Yeah, Sean Lane's awesome, man. Love Sean Lane. Let's see. What am I gonna play with this? It sounds like it's an E flat major 7. It's kind of a weird pattern. Kind of switches up a little bit. Kind of cool. Interesting backing track. It's like R&B, but there's like it sounds like they're doing like a. It sounds like they're doing F minor. It's like B flat 7, right to an E major, either 6 or major 9 or major 7. But there's a weird part where they play like. I think it's like. Or no, sorry, maybe it's. That I think that's that they're playing it when they're and that's kind of strange because it's almost like a tritone substitution maybe. Yeah, because I was playing like G altered over that, which is also like D flat Lydian dominant, I think. I think that's what that is. I could be wrong, but anyways, enough nerding out for a minute. Thanks, dude. Yeah, this Sean's crazy. He was a huge inspiration to me for his speed, for his clean playing, and also his big stretchy things he used to do. I always wanted to do stretchy things. luckily I was blessed with good hands because I always had big hands. Well, not big, just long. I always got like made fun of when I was younger. They used to call me like Mr. Piano Hands because I looked like I had, you know, piano fingers. And of course, anytime I was around music instructors, coworkers of mine that were pianists, they were always telling me I had long fingers, piano hands again. But I don't really play piano. I just noodle around. But guitar is my thing, so it's cool. I can get these big stretches in, right? And like being able to do certain things, like if I wanted to do Metallica's One. That's kind of cool. I can do something similar to that. But it doesn't, you know, it just depends on the situation. That's why people always tell me, Lester, why don't you use your pinky more? I do use my pinky, but I just don't use it in tight spaces because it hurts my hand because I have such big hands that, like, if I play a scale shape like this feels okay, but it's better for my fingers to be like, right? So that's why I don't use my pinky for certain scale runs, like if you see me do. It's just, it hurts. What does it hurt? It feels uncomfortable. It feels tight to the bone. So I like having a big grip if I can. Anyways, random nonsense I'm BSing with you guys about. I don't even know what I'm talking about this point. But yeah. It kind of helps me out though, because when I'm doing like Holdsworth licks, like Tom Quayle licks, like this one I just transcribed the other day, I have that stretchy kind of like movement that I need for those Tom Quayle runs, because he does some really weird, wacky stuff, man. Like in this lick here I was trying to learn. This little like part here where he walks up, that is kind of helpful, because if it wasn't for that stretchiness, I don't think I could have pulled that off. Can't play that up to speed yet, but oh well, I'll get there eventually. One day we'll get it. Let's see here. 3-finger bad boy method. Yeah, that's funny. Is that what it's called, the bad boy method? I've always been called the bad boy. What's up, Tom? How you doing, man? But yeah, especially like when I'm shredding certain things too, I can get more of like a 4-note per string patterns. So if I'm doing stretchy. Right, if I'm doing like big hammer on movement. That kind of thing. Anyways. Oh my goodness. Well, that's quite a compliment, man, and quite a mix-up. And it's funny you mentioned all those people, because I'm a big fan of all of them. I love Frank Gamble, or I always say his name around the back. I always heard as like, I've heard one guy say it was like Gambolo, but I don't know. I just call him Frank Gamble because it's easier. But yeah, Larry Carlton, Alan Holdsworth, all those guys are awesome. Aldi Meola, I have his greatest hits on my computer. Love their playing. Yeah, Aldi Meola was a huge influence for my acoustic playing. That's why I wrote that one song, Silhouette. If you guys go check out my mahogany acoustic video, the one I did the little... that tune. Very Aldi Meola influence on that one. But yeah, I love all those guys you mentioned, man. But Frank was a huge influence because I had his chop builder, and I used to work out with that thing every single week, like 3 times a week. And if you guys want to get good chops, I definitely recommend Frank Gamble's chop builder. That guy is no joke. It's like an hour and 20 minutes or something. But if you do that whole thing every week, like 3 times a week, you'll see some benefits. Like there's no way you can't. It's pretty legit stuff. Rock Discipline's good too, but you know, it's nice to see the like the structure that Gamble has. Like, hey, round 1, round 2. I kind of wish that the Rock Discipline had a video like that, where it's just John sitting there playing through rounds. That'd be kind of fun. But on steroids, that's funny, dude. What's up, Tyler? How you doing, my friend? Good to see you. Hope you're having a good Friday out there. And that goes for all you guys. Hope you're having a good Friday. I'm just screwing around. Started the stream a little early, but that's because I have a lesson later. So I wanted to give you guys a good 2-3 hours of stream time before I had to head out for my lesson, which is in a few hours. What's up, Dorotio? How you doing, my friend? Hope you're doing well. I'm going to go ahead and turn my volume off just for a second on the pedal so I don't have to hear that sound. Yeah, fun sounds. But yeah, super cool stuff. I've just been, you know, working on content, practicing guitar, of course, teaching, you know, doing that kind of thing. Been pretty busy with that. It's taken up a lot of my time. I got a few new students, so I've been having to make homework and all that. And then my free time, I'm transcribing some Tom Quayle licks for fun, as you guys know. And you guys have access to those licks if you're a member here on the channel. Don't forget you have free lesson content only for members, right? That includes videos and tablature. So if you guys want to be a member here of the channel, you get access to that cool stuff. But anyways, let's see here. Chet Atkins finger style. Not as good as Chet Atkins, but I can definitely do some finger style like kind of stuff. I don't know. I have a clean setting on here. Let me see. I can do some stuff like, you know, the it's like, you know, basic things. I don't do a lot of really interesting stuff. Just very basic movements and things. I don't do anything amazing. I'm not an amazing jazz enthusiast. I only know a few walking lines. Like that kind of thing. What else? What else? I could do like general finger picking stuff, like you know, like that kind of thing. A few classical things I kind of remember. Like, how's that go? I did the Greg Howe one, I think. How's that go? That kind of thing. But it's not like my most skilled thing. Right? Not very good at that. Oh man. Let's see here. Started tapping out Hellraiser. Very hard to. Oh man. Well, you know, if you finish that, Tyler, and you tab it out for me, I will give you full credit for that tab, and I'll also throw you some money because that helps me out tremendously. I honestly cannot tab my own music sometimes because of that reason. It's very difficult for me to do it. I was actually tabbing out Nimbus the other day. I have only like the first part of Nimbus tabbed out. I have literally the drums, the bass, guitar, and everything for the first like 16 measures. And then I had a headache after, and I had to like pause because I was getting annoyed with the buttons on my Tux guitar software. But yeah, if you get Hellraiser tabbed out all the way, I will throw you some money, man. And you know, I'll give you some credit for that. I just wish I had the patience to tab my own music sometimes because there's just so much that I do, and I have to go back and remember. I'm like, what did I do here? What did I do there? What is the background there again? And then I remember the drums exactly how I mapped it, and it's like the timing, if there's dotted notes if I'm playing on the guitar. And sometimes I play music without like planning it out because this is just to give you guys an idea. I don't write music with Guitar Pro. I just write music by myself. So when I write the music, it's just from playing over and over with the track and finding licks I like through improvising, and then I record them. And so when I do make the licks, I don't have an intention like, oh, I'm going to play a dotted note there, and then I'm going to go into a triplet swing, and then I'm going to do this. Like, there's no thought of that. It's just literally feeling the music out and making what I think sounds cool. So when I go back to it, I have to remember, like, I have to learn like what I did. I'm like, what did I do here? Oh, okay, it's a 16th swing. Oh, no, that's not right. Maybe it's, okay, I did a triplet there with like an added dotted note on the end. That's weird. Okay, I did this and that time signature. Because I don't plan that stuff. It just kind of happens, and then it's a pain in the ass. Sorry for the slurring, but you get the idea. You're going to try to tab more? Well, good luck to you, man. Definitely good luck to you. You can film yourself playing to play it back. Yeah, that is true. I have all my videos from my originals on my channel, so I could just go back and rewatch. That is a good point. But as far as like the timing goes, that's something that you have to just listen to and try to figure out, because you have to know the subdivisions when you're writing music out. Like, if you don't have the subdivisions correctly written, the timing's not going to sound right. So if you put a triplet instead of I don't know, if you put like an eighth note triplet when it's actually a quarter note triplet, that's going to ruin the whole thing. So tabbing can be such a pain. But yeah, as far as finger stuff goes, I don't do a lot of that. More of a rock fusion-y kind of guy. Lead guy. I could do rhythm if I had to play rhythm over a track, just basic rhythm stuff. I can do, my chords, 9th chords, 13th chords, 11th chords, that kind of thing. But I'm not like an amazing rhythm percussion type player. Let's see here. Oh, thanks, dude. Well, I appreciate that. I'm sure you did it fine, and I'm sure it'll be, well. You have a good ear, dude. You have a very good ear. If you guys haven't gone to check out Tyler's channel, you need to go check it out. The dude plays really good. And he's only like 13 years old. And he's tabbing out my music. It just blows my mind, man. When I was 13, I think I could barely play AC/DC correctly. So, yeah, that's a world of difference, man. Very interesting to see. But yeah, hope you guys are having a good Friday out there. I'm just kind of hanging out. Also, for those of you that do like the original songs and you wanted to download them, you have an option to do that now. If you go on my channel, I have a little store thing I put up, and it's like got merch with shirts and hats, all kinds of stuff that, you might find interesting. I got some stuff on the way I can advertise and show you guys what it looks like. But you can also download and buy my albums. Not that you have to do that. You can listen to my music for free on YouTube or Spotify. Like, I've never been a guy to push my music, like, oh, buy my music, buy my stuff. I don't know. I've just never been that guy. But for those of you that do want to download it, because I've had people message me like, can I download your songs? How do I download your songs? And I'm like, okay. So now you have an option to download the music if you want to. And if you do want to buy my music, you can. There's 2 options for that. There's no physical copies. I'm not going to ever make physical copies. I don't see really the point. I've had a lot of friends make physical copies, and they kind of just sit around and collect dust. So, yeah, I don't know, or get used as coasters for drinks, and I don't want my music being used as a coaster for a 7-Up container. Anyways. What is this here? Let me look. Oh, people still commenting on my Corey Feldman thing. I gotta tell you guys, I really didn't expect my Corey Feldman video, the one with the Limp Bizkit. If you guys saw that one, I dubbed it, right? I did the voices and the guitar and kind of made a joke of it. 80% of the people that watched that video to this day think it's real. And they keep commenting like, what the hell does Fred Durst know about anything? He needs to shut his mouth. Like, that's not Corey playing. He must have used like an actor to like make a solo for him in the background. What a POS. And I'm thinking, nobody realizes that I dubbed this? Like, literally, I dubbed this. It wasn't even that well dubbed. It was like a Chinese film, like the delayed, movements. It's crazy. I don't know. It's crazy. You're gonna get a hat? Awesome, dude. Appreciate that. Yeah, the hats are pretty cool. I got a hat here. I could even send you a hat. And no worries, man. But yeah, it just blows my mind. Like, I don't know. I didn't expect people to think that Corey Feldman video was real. That's just, I don't know. I don't know what to say to that. It's weird. But anyways, we'll get to more jamming and playing here in a moment. just kind of warming up my hands a little bit. And again, guys, if you have any questions about anything, let me know. I'll try my best to answer. I don't know everything, but the things I do know, I can kind of try to help you with, and things I don't know, I'll try to point you in the right direction. I know a lot of people that are better than me in certain things, so I can point you in the right place. I'm going to try to play this. Where is it at here? This lick here. Just real quick again, because I really want to get this Tom Quayle lick down that I transcribed. It's just such a pain. Yeah, it was so good that someone stole it. That is true. That is true. And you know, it finally got taken down. Finally, YouTube finally acted out on that. So I made like a report like a long time ago, and then it finally got taken down. The guy had 1 million views off my video and didn't give me any credit for it. Couldn't believe it. 1 million views. I had a video go viral, and I had no credit for it. I think that was like the annoying part, you know. And then the guy that posted the video got like an angry email to me, cursing me out, like, I can't believe you do this to me. Like, you know, I didn't do anything wrong. And I was like, dude, if you just put my name in there or tag me in there, we'll be cool. He never did it. So, you know, I just went ahead with the report and they took it down. But I was like, seriously, like, it's not even a hard thing to do. You just tag Lester Mitchell or something. You got 1 million views. You can share the love. Anyways, who is better, Corey Feldman, Lil Wayne, or Nick Jonas? I think Nick Jonas probably can play better than Lil Wayne, but I think Lil Wayne plays better than Corey Feldman. So it probably goes in that order, like Nick Jonas, Lil Wayne, Corey Feldman, I guess. What are some effective phrasing exercises to create melodic solos or leads? Okay, we can work on that. So I was talking about this a little bit earlier, but we can kind of go back to it. And let me just type in like a backing track for an example of how we can do this. All right, so A minor backing track we're going to play around with, because A minor is the most common key for, you know, making basic improv, right, when you're starting out. So let's go ahead and see what we got here. Okay, while this is loading, what is this? Oh, a Chewy commercial. A cat on a tree, of course. Okay, so I'm going to effectively like outline chord tones or arpeggios of the chords. So this is in the key of A minor. I'm going to try to accent the root, flat third, fifth, flat 7, 9th degree, and the 11th degree of my A minor. Okay? And so what that'll look like is this. And what's going to sound like, I'm not going to try to make anything musical here. I'm just going to play the notes. Those are very stable, strong notes, right? Right? You can also outline triads of other chords that exist in the key. So like I can play an E minor. Right? But to make it sound musical, you want to kind of employ like, you know, some of your scale patterns or chromatic lines. Right, so the whole thing there is you just try to play around with like chord tones. My guitar went out of tune, by the way. Sorry about that. I'll tune it in a minute. Right, and you can find that in those different locations. Right, right. But that's one of the things you want to do is kind of play around with those chord tones or stable tones of your chords in that key, and then use like chromatic notes or your pentatonic or major or minor scale, and to see if you can just kind of weave it in and out of those for flavor. I'm not the best at doing it, so just take what I'm saying with a grain of salt. But anyways, hope that kind of helps just a little bit. Little Wayne, absolutely. Let's see here. Play along with, what in the hell? Engelbert Humperdinck. What is that? I'll give it a listen. Engelbert Humperdinck. See, instrumental. I don't know what that is, but we'll give it a listen. That's a cat, apparently. Sounds like a demon. Pentatonics. Can't beat that. These horrible singing ads are just really bad. I don't know what this is, but we'll give it a try. This is like a guy playing, but I want just the backing track. Karaoke? Let's try this. Picking a random one. I don't think there's any guitar in this one, hopefully. That's not too hard to play along with. I say that's actually pretty easy. All right, let me go ahead and get out of this thing. Oh, yeah, definitely, man. I love to do that kind of thing. Definitely. Like the way you're thinking, by the way. What's up, Jeff? How you doing? Yeah, I wasn't too sure. Yes, platonics. Good old platonics. The most friendliest of scales. You were great, but now I see. Oh, yeah. Sometimes things happen like that. It's the feel of the notes. Yeah, it's not too hard to feel them out. They're pretty easy. You can sit there and kind of tweedle with a... If I do like a, relaxed version of that. You can definitely fill out some notes with that. It's not too hard to do with that guy. All right, let's see here. Thanks, dude. Sounds yeah, I'm doing okay. These are just kind of like I don't want to say basic, but it's kind of like a basic country progression, like a 1-4 kind of 5 thing. But they're doing these like that kind of thing, which is very common in older country tunes, like a lot of like Ray Price, Roy Clark type stuff. They always transition that forward to like a minor, like a melodic minor kind of movement. Always doing that voicing too, like they like doing that dominant 7 voicing. It's like a C instead of doing the dominant 7 this way. Very nice and relaxing kind of vibe. You ever played the Joyo Zombie 2 amp? I have not. But if it's a dual rectifier, that sounds pretty cool. I don't want to get wrecked, though, so better not wreck me. But in all seriousness, no, I've not messed with it. I've only had the Joyo mini amp, or mini amp pedal thing, whatever it's called. And it's like the little, I don't. You guys, you've seen it on the channel when I reviewed it. It's like a small, this size, has like a pedal, but it's got a speaker, wireless Bluetooth thing. I don't know. But it was pretty cool. It's pretty handy. I have had little like mini Lakato amps, and those sound pretty good. And I think they're a similar company, right? Like Lakato, Joyo. I think they're under like a same branch thing, like Pogo Lab and all that. I forget how that works. There's so many different companies that are associated with each other nowadays. It's kind of bonkers. But anyways, having said that, hope you guys are having a fantastic Friday out there. Just screwing around, just killing time, just doing some jamming and some shredding and some nonsense that we like to do. If you guys have anything in particular you want to talk about, or if you have any questions about anything, be sure to let me know. I'm just screwing around. Put this back on there. What is this here? You ordered their Temu single coil noiseless pickups this week for $22. 3 of them. Wow, that's crazy, man. Well, that's pretty cool, man. You got 3 on the way, so I guess you're stocked up. Temu is pretty nuts, man. The stuff that they have on there is just mind-blowing. Like, I don't know, the stuff that they have, I don't want to know how they get it. Like, I don't know if it's, like, I just don't want to question how their factories are run. Like, I've seen some of those videos running around where, like, there's people crammed in, like, a sweatshop. I don't know how true all that is, of course. But I stopped ordering because I don't know, it's kind of creepy in a way that they can sell certain things that are so cheap. It's like, I don't know, it's just weird. Let's see here. What are your thoughts on Malmsteen, who brought neoclassical to the scene? Sean Lee was playing in a band. It was already playing this style. Yeah. Well, I think the big thing, too, to keep in mind with a lot of these guys is, like, it's not just the guitar playing, but it's also the image, right? You could be an amazing guitar player, but if your image is kind of, like, your personality and your image seems, I don't know, I don't want to say flat, but if it's not sparkling enough to make a marketing thing, I guess, it makes sense that he probably got stuck in the background as Malmsteen took off because, you got permed hair, you got tights, you got probably, who knows, a mountain of cologne on, you got some rings and necklaces, and, his whole very, like, bravado is very intimidating, and his whole stage presence is very, like, oh, I'm here, I'm awesome, in your face kind of thing. So I think Malmsteen was iconic for a lot of reasons, right? He was like Mr. Rockstar guy. Also, he loved his harmonic minor runs, so that's something else. But I mean, if we're not talking music wise and you're just talking like stage presence and fame, maybe it's just a thing of luck, right image, right time kind of thing. Yeah, it's hard to tell for sure. But I'm just speculating, you know, ideas. It could be something totally different than that. But I mean, the guy had so many people impersonate him after. I mean, like what, you got Joe Stump and all these guys, which are great. You know, Joe Stump's good, and you have all these other guitar players that are equally as good. But they're all very much like a Malmsteen clone, right? You got guys with similar outfits, similar permed hair, same bravado, harmonic minor, neoclassical runs, and it was that thing, you know, became a huge trend. Even now, you go on Instagram, you see guys that are like Malmsteen influenced like 100%. They have the whole gimmick. They got the rings, they got the 50 necklaces, and the, you know, the armbands and bracelets, and they're doing the crazy shreds with the, you know, different rings on, and it's cool, but it could be kind of like, it's I don't know, little, you get kind of burnt out on it, right? Like I like Malmsteen, but it just gets kind of burnt out. But yeah, there's more like in the background kind of guys, like, you know, Sean Lane, like you're talking about. I love Sean Lane. I love Holdsworth. I love these guys. They're all very like esoteric, right? Like it's not mainstream guitar stuff. And I'm not saying Malmsteen's exactly mainstream, but because, you know, he's obviously not, but he's still more mainstream than some of these other guys, like Vinnie Moore, for instance. I love Vinnie Moore, but how many people know Vinnie Moore or listen to his music, right? Same thing with like, you know, Brett Garsed. I love Brett Garsed, but how many people know Brett Garsed is? I don't know. Oh, you made a selective picking sequence that's on Songster? Heck yeah. That's awesome, man. I'll have to check that out. Is it just called selective picking or what? What did you title it as, Tyler? I'll look it up for fun and give it a look. Malmsteen scallops his necks. Yeah, that is true. That is true. On that status. Romeo, Stomp. Mm-hmm. Yeah. You got a good point. Those guys are all, you know, have that heavy influence. Speaking of Romeo, that's another guy I really liked a lot. He really he's probably one of the few people that actually took his own sound with the Malmsteen influence. Like it sounds like Malmsteen still, but like there's a hint of something different. You can't put your finger on. It's like a different direction than you know, expect Malmsteen to go, which is pretty cool, I think. But again, Malmsteen influenced so much. It's just crazy. What is this here? Oh, cool, man. Is that, you're talking about Neural DSP? I gotta be honest with you guys. I have like 2 Neural DSP plugins, and I just don't like them. I don't ever use them for anything. I don't know. They sound so digital to me. It's under the name SP, under the name of Gets. Okay, let's see here. All right, let's type that in. That sounds interesting. Okay, found it. This is Tyler's tab he made for selective picking. Sounds pretty cool. Sounds a little bit like Hirajoshi in a way, some parts. That part right there. Let's skip ahead a little, see how crazy speed you have this set at, my friend. I'm curious. Leave it to Tyler to make some crazy selective picking stuff. That's nuts, man. Yeah, it's bonkers, dude. It's pretty cool, though. I like it. It's a good little workout. Here, let me move my mic back. Sorry. You love the Neural DSP? Oh, man. Well, I'm glad somebody likes it. Let's see. You have that Bossy plugin. You don't like it. Yeah, I don't know. All the distortion ones and, like, all the lead ones and everything just sounds so, like, over-processed. I don't know. There's too much like, digital sound. It's not like a real amp. I don't know. I probably sound like an old guy, but eventually I want to get a new amp and just use that again, because even the pedals I'm using now sound digital to me. They just sound... There's no dynamic in it. There's no feel in it. I don't know. I need to get like a different orange amp or again, and I don't know. We'll see. Maybe something else. Oh, Stanley Jordan's amazing. Yeah. Music and gear. You might like looking at what is her name? Tori Slusher. Go check out Tori Slusher's channel if you haven't already. Tori Slusher is an amazing guitar player. It's upcoming on YouTube, and she does the Stanley Jordan style. She also has a lot of Holsworth influence. So if you like the jazzier stuff, she likes going down that like acid experimental jazz sound. But she does all that crazy, like, you know, playing chords, bass lines, leads at the same time, just like Stanley Jordan. I don't know how she does it, but she can outplay me any day. Gets to 200 BPM and then does another thing. Oh, I see. That's pretty cool, man. I love my Black Stars. Yeah, Black Stars are amazing amps, dude. I had a buddy of mine that had a Black Star. He was supposed to sell me one years and years ago. And, you know, we had a fair price set on it. So I would have almost bought it, except for it's covered in cat urination and cat fur and all over the speaker and everything. So I wanted to get a discount. I was like, dude, I'm not paying you full price for this thing. Like, it's, you know, covered in cat piss. Could have at least cleaned it. Oh no, you take it or leave it. No, I didn't buy it. I was like, screw this. It's not worth it. I'm not putting all that work into, you know, buying something and then having to clean. You know, it's just no point in that. But yeah, one day I'll get a Black Star. I've heard good things about Soldano, or however you say it. Yeah, I'm not sure how you spell it either, to be honest with you. Let's see. I never heard of those ones. They have a lot of different ones though. Black Star. The only one I got to play on was a Studio 20, and that thing sounded nice. I ran a tube screamer in front of it, and it was just a nice dynamic, like almost sounded like a tube. It was really, really like just straight raw sound, and had that, I guess that tube sound is what I'm saying, but I don't know. Well, I might get a Black Star one of these days. I had an orange for a while. I don't think I'll get an orange again, only because it's like too much. It's too much of the mids, too many mids, which I love the mids. It's just, it gets kind of muffly. So, and I was going to get a Marshall, but I like Marshalls, but there's too like paper thin sometimes. The distortion gets kind of screechy. And as much as I like that, I was like, yeah, I'm not really a big fan. It's been a constant struggle, man. And I had a PV Viper amp, which sounded cool, but again, paper thin, kind of weird sounding. I don't know. I'm picky about tone, and even still, I'm not happy with what I'm using. So I'm going to keep experimenting, and one day I'll find a sound I like, I'm sure. But anyways, you want to see me try the selective picking thing? I don't know if I can try that, but I'll do my best, dude. Let me see. I'll try this for Tyler real quick, guys. Okay, let's see what you're doing. I see. Wait. No, you play it twice. Wait. Okay, I see. So you're doing... No, sorry, I did that wrong. I keep putting the 14 in there on accident. Sorry. Oh, damn. Hold on. Give me a second. And then you go over here. Oh, hold on. Sorry. I'm blind. Oh. Okay. Okay, so hold on a second. Getting a bunch of noise. I'm sloppy here with my selective picking. Too much. Oh. Kind of a trippy thing, man. I'm gonna have to work on this some more. Maybe in a minute, but let me see here. I'm not trying to ignore you guys. I got to give away is sick. Oh, I bet, dude. I've heard good things about those. Oh, okay. I didn't know that. So it's one of the venue ones, Cody. That's pretty cool, man. What is a way to practice the harmonic minor scale for great leads? Pretty much how it sounds. Just kind of work through the intervals of the harmonic minor scale and play it over the correct chords. That would be the first step I'd recommend. Ooh, nice, man. I bet that's a beautiful sounding amp. Dang, man, you got 5 black stars. You got a collection going on. Ooh, nice, man. Bet that sounds pretty classy. There's more added into that. Okay, let me take a look here. So let's try this again real quick, not ignoring you guys. And by the way, thank you for joining me in the stream. Hope you're having a good Friday with me here. If you're wondering what I'm doing, you guys can check this out on your own too and give it a whirl. This is a selective picking exercise that 13-year-old Tyler made and put on Songster for the world to work with. So definitely go check it out if you want to get into selective picking. He's trying to teach me selective picking because I'm old. Yeah, let's see. So try this. I see. Cool. Okay, so let me try this again. I will make sure I memorize this first part. Okay, so where am I at? Nope, sorry, I did that wrong. This is kind of this pattern, by the way, Tyler, where you're doing the 12, 15, 15, 14, 12. It's very reminiscent of Van Halen. I notice Van Halen likes doing that a lot, where he skips a note over like pentatonic and then goes backwards in minor. Journey did that a lot, Neil Sean and stuff. But anyway, sorry, getting distracted. Nope. I'm about to go slow for a while with the metronome later. Just sit there and be like, well, I appreciate the exercise, Tyler. This is going to help my selective picking quite a bit. Damn. It's going to take a little work. Let me scroll down to see the other one you had. You said you have a new thing on the bottom, so I'm going to keep scrolling real quick. And I'm not ignoring you guys. I'm just trying to see here. Let's see here. You're adding some stuff. Let's see here. Two measures or two repeats. Okay, there's a new part. Ooh, that sounds very Tosin-Abasi, my friend. I can hear your influence there. Okay, so what do you have here? He wants me to take a look at this part, so. Okay, so maybe just go slow. So it's kind of a weird pattern there. Trying to get used to that movement, sorry. Okay, I'm going to have to work on that later. But let's see this other part, though, because it sounds kind of creepy and cool. Let's see here. So you had the bottom one, which is like an octave. Oh, I'm sorry, hold on. Okay, so we have that's strange. So the train's trying to match my volume. Hear it? Oh, the thing. I hate the trains in this town. It's like every hour. It's kind of interesting, man. I like that. Anyways, it's not trying to distract you guys. I'm sorry. Picks with his pinky doing with the pick. That makes sense. That makes sense. I sometimes do that too when I do like plucking when I'm doing stuff. My pinky usually plucks this one if I'm doing like a picking pattern. So yeah, I can totally relate to that. Yeah, it's going to take a little bit of work for that. It's going to be quite a mess. Let's see. Did you see the harmonic minor one? Let me see here. Oh, no, not yet. I see it. It's right up here. I totally skipped past it. Let me go and try this one, Tyler. Let's see. So this is the harmonic minor one. Then the right strings. I'm blind. Okay, yeah, that's the right strings. I honestly can't see it very well. That's why I have trifocals. So that's a weird pattern. Interesting. Okay, and then this got this like, what is this? Okay, so wait, hold on, sorry. My hands want to go faster than I want to go. I'm not trying to go fast. It's like I gotta calm down. ADD in me. God damn. That's confusing. Good work on that, Tyler, for making something very confusing. Just flatten my brain out. It's going to take me a while to work on this, but I'm glad you made this because I'm definitely going to put some work onto it. But yeah, guys, if you want to try the selective picking exercise out for yourself, again, go type it in. SP by, let me see, what was it up here? He said it was Girths or something like that. Geths SP. So again, go check it out. Go support Tyler's cool tab and show him what you got. This is going to be some pretty fun stuff. All right, let's see here. Do you know any tips for coming up with riffs that link well together? Is string skipping very important when coming to linking riffs together? Well, I can only give you advice based on the music I play because, you know, I'm not like a modern, like I'm not super modern. But when making riffs, first thing is you got to learn your chords in the major scale or minor scale too. Same theory, but learn to stack thirds, learn what chords go together in that key. That's the first step because there's 7 chords in the major scale. So if you can learn those, that's the big step. Also, if you guys want to know how to do that, you can check out the channel I have on my page here. If you become a member, you get access to exclusive video content. I have 2 videos up right now for members only. One, it's a 30-minute video about basically this topic, like, you know, composing chords, how they go together, major scale stuff, all that. I also have a secondary one about like improvising using arpeggios, triads, chord tones, and other things over a 1-4-5 blues. But anyways, to answer your question though, once you have the 7 chords down to the major or minor scale, you pick like 1 or 2 of them and you kind of make a rhythm with it, right? So like for me, a good example is when I played my song Electric City, it's in C sharp minor, right? I'm playing chords within the key. Right? And then Graveyard Boogie is pretty much the same thing. Right? But I'm starting on this chord of the key, right? Which is my 4 chord of major perspective. But in any kind of riff I do or any kind of song I write, it's always following a key structure. When I play Frostbite, was it? No. That's what the riff was. So this little... I haven't played that in a while. I screwed it up. But the whole thing is built around that C sharp minor. Again, because I love C sharp minor. Right? But I'm playing, starting with that major 7, altered, or I can go to F sharp minor there and back up. But I'm following key principles when I'm writing songs or riffs. If you're playing metal or rock, it could be a little more vague because you don't need to do full chords. You could just do power chords, right? Right? Metallica, Anthrax, Testament, they just do a lot of random power chords. You know, if it sounds good, you can do that. Was that one song? But that's super random that, you know, Metallica did. It's like, just what the hell is that? Slayer. It's like, what the hell is that? That's not really like any theory there. It's just kind of playing crazy stuff. But when you want to play metal and thrash, think of like playing scale notes or like notes from your scale, like let's say E minor on the 5th and 4th string, and then play like E string as like a counterpoint. Right, and you got yourself a cool riff. Or whatever, and then you're following again a structure. Maybe that's those 3 power chords and you want to play some riffs in them. Or whatever. But that's my opinion on how you can get started with that. Let's see here. Good job. Thanks, dude. Appreciate that coming from the selective picking master. Are you not modern when you have a crazy RS like and hollow eyes? Yeah. I guess that's kind of modern. If you say it's modern, Tyler, then I'll go with it because you're a pretty modern guy. Oh, what's up, Fesley Music? Good to see you guys. Fesley's in the chat here, guys, which is good timing because I'm actually using their awesome FLP 350 model here guitar, right? So very cool. Good to see you guys. You made a wonderful guitar, by the way. Let's see here. Can you play the rhythm and solo similar to the song It's Over Now by Ace Frehley, Kiss Original Spaceman? I could, but I don't want to get copyright striked. Last week I did a little bit of covering with some songs, and unfortunately it blocked my video in some countries. And I also wasn't able to make any money off the video. So I can't do like actual covers here today, guys. Can't do actual covers, unfortunately. Sorry for that. All the stuff I do is modern. Thanks, man. I'm glad it sounds all right. I don't know what I do. I just make music I think sounds good. So if you guys like it, I'm happy with that. Giving one of those away too. Oh my goodness. Well, that's pretty cool, dude. Kudos to Jeff for giving away a Fesley. Heck yeah. Man, I wish Fesley existed when I was younger, right? I think my first guitar was like a First Actor Johnson or something, one of those. So it was like, strings off the fretboard like this high. And it was a mess learning, man. But like the quality you can get nowadays where the strings are literally this, low of action, there's no buzzing and it just sounds good. I wish I had that when I was younger. I'm kind of jealous. Oh, well, it's better now at 33 than never, I guess. I haven't done a guitar from them. Yeah, you got to get on that, man. You got to get on it. You would love it. You would love it. I don't have any 7 or 8 string guitars, unfortunately. But Tyler does. If you go check out Tyler's channel, he's got a lot of really cool stuff with 7 and 8 string guitars. Ah, cool, man. Very cool. I'm happy I could inspire your decision there. Yeah, this model's pretty awesome, man. It shreds, and the pickups sound really, really, just really nice. I kind of like the neck pickup lately. It just sounds very like, it almost sounds kind of Malmsteen-ish, right? It just has that certain sound to it, like. It has that sharp kind of like neoclassical sound. I don't know. It's pretty cool. Let's see here. Do recap my top listen albums of the world. Oh, well, I'm honored, dude. I'm honored that you listened to that, and I'm glad that you like the tunes. That makes me happy to hear, man. Definitely thank you for that. My AIO is right behind me, actually. It's just kind of hanging out there, and my Telecaster is sitting over there across the room. But yeah, I might mess around with the AIO later. We'll see. I was gonna drop tune it and use the AIO as like a D standard guitar maybe. Major, minor, major. Or I see what you're saying. Major, minor, minor, major, major. I'm trying to make my own songs, but I don't understand how to make progressions. Progressions go from a different, like, there's a lot that goes into that statement. Like, I don't want to tell you the wrong thing, but when you're playing with progressions, there's no specific order like you have to put them in. But there is an order, like you just said, the formula for how they go. So like in a major scale, yeah, you do have like your 1-chord major, 2-chord minor, 3-chord minor, 4-chord major, 5-chord major, 6-chord natural minor, right? It's your relative minor. 7th chord's usually diminished, or half diminished. So that is your 7 chords you can work with. That doesn't mean you have to use all of them, right? You can use like the 1-chord, the 4-chord, 5-chord. Blues does it all the time, right? When you hear these types of progressions that are like, these are, typical blues. right? That 1-4-5 type thing. But you could use any of them you want. If you want to go from a 3-6, you could. If you want to go from the 6 chord to the 1 chord, you could. There's no rules against that. There are specific progressions that you can do, like I said, like 1-4-5 or 2-5-1 that are common in certain keys, or 1-6-2-5. That is a thing, or 1-5-6-4 is most common. 1-6-4-5, you got doo-wop at that point, right? When you're doing the little. Right, that kind of thing. But in end, it's just really up to you what you think sounds good. And just because it's in a progression doesn't mean you're limited to just that, right? You could take it a step further and you could do things like tritone substitutions. You could do things like borrowed chords, a modal interchange, right? So I can play from, I was talking about this earlier with a song, right? If I'm playing this kind of progression, this would be like a tritone substitution and then back, right? Going into that. So there's a lot of variations. Or if I'm playing a chord progression, right, I can add that in there, which doesn't even belong in the key, right? Because I'm in C. And then, hey, that was a B flat major. What the heck? That's weird. So there's a lot of things you can do in writing your own music, and there's no wrong way to do it, as long as it sounds good to you. That's my big advice, I would say. Let's see here. Yeah, my wife gets pretty irritated too with stuff around the house because there's so much stuff. But yeah, the camouflage one is pretty cool. I like the black one here because it's just slick and it has that nice, like, I don't know, it's just a smooth finish look to it. I always like that. You can't wait for the Void to come out. Well, you're in luck, dude. It's actually officially done. I figured I had enough tracks on the CD. I could just let it be what it is and work on a new CD for the next few songs I'm writing. But it's actually going to be a little different next time around. Except I might hide some songs next time. So you guys might only hear certain songs on the next album, and I might keep a few secret ones. The Void is going to have a couple like tracks that aren't on Spotify. So if you download the Void or if you go stream it, you'll notice there's two tracks you're not going to see when you're streaming it, where if you had it downloaded, right? And that's going to be like interlude 1 and 2. And they're not like amazing songs or anything. But anyways, what if it sounds bad to everyone else? Well, in that case, that's just personal preference or opinion. I mean, what's bad to some person might be good to another. Look at Alan Holdsworth. I love Alan Holdsworth, and people love him, but some people hate him and say he played out of tune and his music didn't sound good, right? Same thing with like Scofield. People always say he's amazing, and some people say he sounds horrible. I can't personally listen to a lot of him, Scofield, because it just sounds a little bit really out there. I mean, musically, I guess it makes sense. It's just kind of like, I don't know. I guess it gives me a bit of a headache, but Holdsworth I can handle. I like Holdsworth to some degree, but even that for too long gets a little bit like, anyways. Yeah, Holdsworth is definitely amazing. But yeah, it's just, for what the kind of music is you want to do, it just depends what it is. You could play around with any chord progression you want. You could play around with any style you want and make it your own thing. Whenever I write music, I do whatever I want. If I want to put a jazz thing in a song, I put a jazz thing in there. If I want to put some silly reggae thing or some bossa nova thing, I throw it in there. If I want to do some shredding, I do some shredding. Why not? Just whatever it is you guys want to do, put it in there. Why not? Let's see here. Looks like the ESP LTD Eclipse. Interesting. Yeah, I don't know much about that guitar, but it sounds cool, man. Sounds pretty entertaining. Oh, nice. Definitely getting some good stuff going with that then. Heck yeah. Yeah, Buckethead. Oh, man. Now that's a character for you. Good old Buckethead. Yeah, I'm not a big Buckethead guy, but maybe one day I can get good enough to do those crazy 8-finger tapping lines he does. Let's see. Well, hurt one's gray matter. Yeah, I don't want to do that. Let's see. Max backing track. Camafix style. Interesting. I'm not sure what that is. I can give it a listen real quick and see. All right, let me move this out of the way here. Where's this junk? Junk. All right, let's see here. YouTube and yada, yada, yada. Max backing track. What does that say? Camafix style backing track. I'll try. Max backing track. Here, let me try typing it in differently because it's not pulling up with that. So max backing track. Corn effects. I'm not sure what that is. Trying to see here for you. I don't see anything. Let's see, I saw Dream Theater with animals as leaders last year, but vocals would help. Yeah, animals leaders is pretty cool. It's a little above my understanding. Like I said, I'm not as modern as those guys, but sounds cool. Placebo effect. Oh my goodness. Well, that's not good. Plasticine. I'm not sure how that is said or pronounced. Forgive my terrible English skills. Yeah, I don't see what this is from. I typed in Cornifex style, but I don't know what that is. Carnifex. Oh, okay, Carnifex. Let's try that. Okay, death metal. Cool. Let me just scroll down a bit, and we'll give it a whirl, my friend.
I'm going to say this to the...
All right, here we go. Why is this not loading loud enough? Oh, I see. Hold on a second. It isn't plugged in all the way. It's like, why is it so quiet? There we go. It's like you'd have to have like a... drop D thing in there. I can have a cool riff with that. It's just weird patterns. Let me go back here. I'll see. I don't know. It's just such a heavy track. Yeah, as far as patterns go, I just don't know. Let me see. We'll try one more time. Blast beats. My goodness. All right, give me just a second here. No, let's see. No, let's see. I don't know. I'm not really sure what you do with these kind of backing tracks. It's just way too fast. I mean, what do you do with them? Whoa, natives are restless. Thanks, man. Sounds kind of Sound is clip. Oh, you know what? I bet it's the. Hold on a second. I forgot I don't have my echo cancellation was turned on, so it's probably messing with it. Thanks for letting me know about that, Clutch, because yeah, I totally forget when I start StreamYard, it never saves my echo cancellation settings, like, ever. So, that's a bummer. But here we go. Glad we're back in action. Hopefully it'll sound normal again this time. Kind of sounds all right, supposedly. See, the sound wants to be louder. Oh my goodness. All right, well, let me see here. It might get a little bit screechy. Bunch of nonsense. Could I do Hollow Eyes? Oh my goodness, maybe. I don't remember where I put the backing track for that, if I have a backing track. Let me see real quick. Let me check my files. I might have one in here, and if I can do it, I will go ahead and try. I meant to make a backing track for that song because I didn't have one. Since I have the files still on my computer, I just have to go back in my DAW and like mute everything and then export it. But let me see here. I think I did that. If I didn't, we can do that next time. I have, for my backing tracks, I have Crimson Moon, Nimbus, The Void, which is kind of hard to play without all the other guys, like you and Mark Gibson, Dawn Eternal, Blood Requiem, the new one, Articulation, Lost in Translation, Awakening, Determination, Elation. A lot of shins in my songs, I realize. The Fusion song, Zero. What is this one? I'm like half blind here. Polarity. I have Polarity 2 and Nocturnal. What is this? Yeah, I don't think I have a Hollow Eyes backing track yet. I need to make one. And what, you know, I'll do that later today. When I get the track, I'm going to actually give you the track too, Tyler, so you can mess around with it. Because I know you like messing with that one, maybe. You might like it. I don't know. Do some improv on it. What is this? Did you ever learn any Greg Howe? Gosh, it's been a while. I was learning, what's that song called? Jumpstart? But the picking pattern's kind of awkward. I think it was Jumpstart I was doing. I got to go back and see my files here. Search through them. Yeah, the picking pattern on that song is really wonky. Where's the guitar at? Solo, there we go. Yeah, the little intro piece I always screwed up. Oh, sorry. I see. That's what it was. I haven't played it in a little while. Let me see that again real quick. Okay. So I can't go that faster with it. I always play the wrong thing. Such a weird movement. That's what it was. Sorry, give me a second. No, sorry, I did it wrong. I did it wrong. See, I'm trying to speed up. I got wrong. Did that wrong too. So I can play it slow, it's just... Yeah, it's weird. I never do these movements like this, so it's going to take a lot of muscle memory to get that part down. Can I do determination? Yeah, for sure, man. I could do that one. Yeah, Grey Cow is awesome, man. I love his lines, especially with his crazy kind of picking lines. There's like some weird little like tapping things he does. I forget what it was now. I have the music here if I can just remember what it was. Oh, sorry, I did it wrong. Oh, I see it. But yeah, there's some crazy little lines, man, in that song. Let me just hear that real quick. Oh, that's what I was wrong. That's just some crazy little tapping lines like that. Yeah, he does so many tapping things, man. I'll have to go back to the song and mess with them. I'm gonna put it in my favorites because I totally forgot that I was working on this. Download that back. That intro part's just wacky, man. But he's definitely a big influence in my playing, hence why I do a lot of these kind of movements like you see me do, where I'm doing like the... Sorry, I got sidetracked, just random notes. Alright, let's see here. Sorry for the noise. Let's pull up Determination backing track. Determination. And then I haven't played this in a while either, but I think I'll remember it. Guitar Terror. That's funny, man. Jeff, you cracked me up, my dude. Hopefully you got my email, by the way, Jeff, regarding your, because remember you wanted the lesson, kind of like, I don't know, we had like a setup. You paid me to give you like a review of your music and kind of help you out with stuff. So hopefully you got the email. I sent you like a long email. The song sounded good, by the way, dude. Very Holdsworth sounding. They're very trippy. But alright, let's see. Let me check the volume on this because I can't tell. A lot of this is going to be the backing track. I need to check it out real quick. The guitar, maybe just a little bit. Okay, there we go. cool guitar part I can't do because I'm acoustic. Quirky little notes in there, but anyway, sounds alright. I got the email, thanks. Yeah, no worries, Jeff. Just making sure you got it, man. Yeah, the fret rep got in the way, man. This one kind of fits, but like I have it adjusted for the AIO one, so I gotta like readjust this thing. So it's either too tight or too loose half the time. There we go. Yeah, not too bad, I guess. Just a... Some bunch of random noises, man, a bunch of random noises. But yeah, hopefully you guys are having a fantastic Friday out there. Thanks for joining me so far. I'll probably be here another hour and a half. We'll do some more jamming, some more, I don't know, whatever we do around here. Music stuff or something like that. But yeah, cool. Hope you're having a good Friday. I'm, again, just screwing around with you guys. In my guitar, apparently. But yeah, let me know what you guys got going on your Friday. Hopefully it's eventful. Hopefully it's interesting. See you later, Tom. You have a good one, dude. Thanks for coming by, as always. Angry Chihuahua out there. It's not my dog this time. That's somebody else's Chihuahua. Up and down. He uses right hand to tap and pull off, and he gets a really smooth sound. Yeah, Red Beach is a great player, man. The problem is he has a lot of stuff that he does. I'm not sure what you mean specifically. Like, is it in a song that you're referring to? He does like doing a lot of like tappy kind of lines. I noticed. I've seen him do that. Like, stuff like that, where he's just kind of playing within a scale. Kind of thing. You're just kind of playing through like those. That kind of thing. Just a lot of tapping like in scale lines, I think, if that's what you're referring to. Oh, let me see here. Oh, man, that sounds brutal, Jeff. That makes me hurt reading it, man. For real. I'm like, oh, I feel my body aching just hearing you say that. But yeah, hopefully, it smooths out for you, dude. Hopefully it smooths out for you. Yeah, it's rough, man, getting used to new environments or new work jobs and stuff. There's always like a time of, what's it called? I don't know. Like adapting, I guess, adaptability or something like that. Oh, yeah. What is his name? Don't Tell Me You Love Me. I remember that song. I forgot how that solo sounds, though. It's like... Oh, Mike beat us to the punch. There you go, Jeff Watson. Heck yeah. And Brad Gills. Yeah, Brad Gills. That's the one I was thinking about. That was the name that was like on the tip of my tongue. Yeah, that song though, like that band in general, Night Ranger, they're pretty cool. A lot of their stuff's pretty interesting. I like Steve Morse a lot too from Kansas. Steve Morse is pretty awesome with his picking technique. Yeah, definitely some cool stuff Steve Morse does, but all those guys back then were pretty slick. I like to go through on my free time and just go through like classic rock tunes and just kind of play around with them, like Rosanna, for instance. I really love the solo in Rosanna. It's not like a crazy hard solo, but it just sounds awesome. Love Toto in general. But yeah, going back to some of those old classics is a blast, man, honestly. Oh man, that sounds crazy. I can't imagine Holdsworth doing Play That Funky Music. I bet that was pretty funky indeed. And in a weird way, because I can't imagine Holdsworth doing that song ever. I got to hear that later. That's going to be interesting. Man. Yeah, I can't do 8-finger tapping. That stuff's just crazy. Like, yeah, I don't know, man. 8-finger tapping is a trip. I've seen guys doing it, like, all across the neck, like a whole piano, like Stanley Jordan we were talking about earlier and those guys. But Chris Broderick does it a lot, right? There's a video of Chris Broderick running through, like, Mozart, and was it the Turkish March, and he's playing both parts at once. It's just insane. And then they have Chapman sticks people use, and that's a whole different thing. But yeah, I'm not an 8-finger tapping kind of guy. I can do like maybe 2-finger taps, 3 fingers at most, but not 4 fingers. I can't do that. And I've seen the exercise. It's like, oh yeah, guys, it's easy. You just go through and. I can't ever get my right hand pinky to work. See? My finger on my right hand is just so uncoordinated with that. It feels so weird. Like, I'm so used to just doing 2-finger taps. You see, that's a good exercise to do, like just chromatic ascending. But the pinky, it's the hard part. Can't do that one. Dang it. So frustrating. Can't do it. Just can't. But 2 fingers, cool, no problem. But yeah, 8 fingers, I just don't know, man. It's pretty nuts. Yeah, and there's basic, there's like so many different tapping things you can do. Like you can do the tapping where you're walking across, like arpeggiating. Or sorry. I script octave on that. You can do stuff like that, or the ping pong thing. I already showed you guys the ping pong thing. That kind of thing. That's what I meant to do. You know, something like... That's a diminished thing I do a lot, that tapping thing there. That kind of weird little run patterns, I don't know. Yeah, too many chess moves for me too, man. Oh, yeah, it's a good song too. I like Motley Crue's Home Sweet Home. That's a pretty song. Any kind of ballads. I like ballad type things, but let's do some backing track jamming. You guys got any backing tracks for me? What genre do you want me to play over? What key? Give me just a random thing to jam over. It could be whatever style you want me to do, and I'll try my best not to make a fool of myself. Let's see what we got here. Got to go. No worries, dude. Thanks for coming by. Have a good one. Lydian, you got it. We'll do some Lydian jamming, my friend. Some Lydian stuff. Backing tracks. See if we can find a good Lydian one. Be kind of cool. This thing fell off on me. Alright, smooth backing track in A Lydian. Alright, let's check it out. Let's see how Lydian it is.
Have you seen this beast of a watch from Temu? This thing's built tough.
Temu. Alright, let's see what we got here, guys. I'll do some jamming with this here. Yeah, sounds cool. I'm just kind of screwing around making a bunch of noise, sorry. I still want to hear you do a Neo Punky XTC style thing. Yeah, I'm not sure how to do that one. If you have a backing track for me, Jeff, or a suggestion for a backing track, I can try doing that. I could try typing in XTC backing track. Let's see if I have something that pulls up for that. XTC backing track. Don't know. Let's give it a try. What the heck is this? Oh, it's an actual singing song. I wouldn't want that. Do they have like just backing tracks or instrumentals or? Okay, what is this? It says instrumental supposedly. Sounds cool. I don't know what I'm doing there. I'm just kind of screwing around. Alright, F sharp Mixolydian. That's what Mike wants to hear. We'll do some Mixolydian. F sharp Mixolydian backing track. And let's see what we got here, man. I'll do some F sharp Mixolydian for you. I'll do my best. I just play a lot of the same licks over and over, but I need to just think outside the box, stop playing the same go-to licks. That's what I need to start doing, right? Do some more good stuff. Alright, what we got here? Okay, sounds like a Seinfeld a little bit. Kind of a cool thing. Let's see here. Go back up. Yeah, kind of like a Zappa thing a little bit, huh? Let's see, Mixolydian, kind of a Vi type vibe. Yeah, Vi loves his Mixolydian, and he likes regular Lydian a lot too. You always hear him do that Lydian kind of vibe. Him and Satriani. Do that kind of thing a lot. Vi Zappa, 2 guitar. Oh yeah, yeah, definitely. Amazing musicians. Definitely agree with you on that one, man. Yeah, there's just so many, gosh, so many good guitar players out there, and so many styles, and I don't know, man. It's just a trip. It really is. Let's see here. Yeah, I wonder if they have certain like artist backing tracks that aren't actually backing tracks of artists. What is this one? Shred. Melodic. Aeolian. That's just regular though. What other cool stuff do you guys want to hear? Do you guys want to hear any specific styles or genres or whatever? Or if you have any questions about music stuff, we can kind of BS about. I'm down to do that. I'm just hanging out, chit-chatting with you guys, playing. Trying to warm up my chops, man. I haven't played in a while. I was so busy doing, the video work for Fesley and stuff that and other things I was working on the side, like merchandise and other things, content-wise, I'm coming up with. I've been so busy, I just haven't had time to really practice. But I finally feel like I got the rust out a little bit. I think I'm ready to actually jam. Hopefully, we'll see. Play Joe Pass. Oh my goodness. I don't know a lot of Joe Pass off the top of my head. I mean, his style, like, he does some crazy stuff. I know Joe Pass, though, but I can give you, like, an idea of the stuff he does do. Like, what is that, like, Misty one he plays? I forget. Let me turn my amp gain down a little bit. Hold on a sec. And let me bring up this thing, because I can't remember entirely how that goes. Let's see. Joe Pass. Have it saved in my thing here because I was trying to learn part of that, which is what this thing is here, this whole, and then it goes to, let me turn down my, get that tone down. Alright, sorry, I messed that up. It's like, oh sorry, I did it over here. Kind of thing, and then they got, what is this thing? I forget how this goes. Oh, I'm reading that wrong. It's just all sixes there. Okay, let me go back to the beginning part. I was just trying to sculpt through this real quick. And then it's... Oh, I had it wrong. Nah, that's what it was. My bad. And then, and then I got like this little... I haven't played this in a while. Nope. And then it goes back around. So let me try just looping that together, or not looping, but putting that together. It's kind of quiet, I know, sorry. And then it goes up. And then I forgot what I was supposed to do from there. Where was it at? So many chord extensions everywhere is with this guy. That's the problem. Oh, there it is. No, sorry. Oh, I read that wrong. Whoops. Good old Joe Pass stuff. Let me see. Go back to my comments here. Sorry, I was looking at the music sheet. I don't know. It's a possibility. Excuse me. These allergies are killing me. But no, not sure. He's so busy these days, Richard, and I'm so busy with stuff. I'm not sure when we're gonna get to collab again, but eventually we will. We will one day. I don't know when that'll be. If it'll be next year or this year, I don't know. I try to do a collab with Richard like once a year. I try to get him. No more than that, because I know he's super busy. So I don't want to, like, drive him crazy. But once a year seems fair to poke him. Like, come on, Richard, let's do a song. Let's do a jam. The last time I had him in a song on my channel was the Game Over one, and that was a lot of fun. But I haven't had him since... Or no, actually, I take it back. I had him in the Hyperdrive. That's right, I had him in Hyperdrive with Guitar Max. That was a fun one. If you guys haven't seen that yet, go check that out. It's a fun tune. I forgot we did that one. But yeah, that was the last one we did. And then I was on Richard's song. I forget which one it was. I have the CD in my drawer here. Well, it is in here. I just can't reach. That's the wrong thing. It's on top. So I don't remember the names. There he is, by the way. He has me on a song, and it's called Hyperloop. I didn't know that was the name of the song. That's funny. And then the song I put him on was called Hyperdrive. That's funny. And that's not intentional, by the way. That's just an accident. Guitar players think alike, I guess. So yeah, Richard has me on his song Hyperloop, and then I have him on my song Hyperdrive. Oh, man. Cool CD if you guys haven't checked it out. Highly recommend it. The Ball Shredder's awesome. Good buddy of mine. Good guy all around. Definitely an awesome guitar player. I've always looked up to Richard's playing. The last, this is funny. It's like, it's weird to look back on because I first met Richard through a teacher we both had, right? We both had one of the guitar teachers together. And, like, I didn't know who he was. And he wasn't doing YouTube really at the time, and I wasn't doing YouTube either. This was like 20-something years ago. I forget when, like 18 years ago, something like that. And anyways, my teacher was like, you gotta check out Richard, man. This guy's awesome. He lived in Japan for a long time, in Tokyo, and like, he shredded, man. He was in the Guitar World magazine, and I was like, whoa, that sounds awesome. I didn't know who this guy was. So I went home that day, and I searched up Richard. It's hard to find, because, he wasn't as big as he is now. We both had like probably 20 subscribers or something. Ridiculous, 30 subscribers. And anyways, I saw his song. It was called something else at the time. It was Tiger vs. Dragon, but it was a different title at the time. And I was like in love. I was like, dude, that is so cool. I was like, hell yeah. This guy plays like Vinnie Moore, So I remember commenting. And then he's like, oh, thanks, man, And then I added him on Facebook. Later in life, like maybe a couple of years after that, I listened to his tunes and kind of BS'd about Charvel's a bit. And then I invited him on my channel because I was trying to get him more heard because I had like, I forget, like I set a certain number of subscribers. I was taking YouTube kind of serious for the first time 4 years ago, 5 years ago. I think it was 4 years ago I started taking YouTube serious. Anyways, I wanted to show Richard, you know, in my tunes because I thought he was such a good guitar player. And he took off since then, man. He's like, what is he, 30-something thousand people now? It's crazy. He's a celebrity. But yeah, back in the day, it's a trip. It's weird to think that we're like doing YouTube now and stuff. And when I look back at those memories, they're so long ago. It's just weird. I don't know. It's such a strange thing to see. What a trip. Did you see the IYV guitar he had made with that album cover on the face? Yeah. Super cool, by the way. That thing's sick, man. The Tiger vs. Dragon one. He put you in touch with the IYV folks. Oh, that's awesome, dude. Yeah, Richard's a good guy like that. I could see him doing that. He's such a chill dude. But yeah, those custom guitars are pretty sweet, man. I was telling him, dude, if you ever sell that Tiger vs. Dragon, I want that one. That's cool. I like the graphic on it. It's sick. But yeah. That'll be cool, man. Heck yeah. I don't see why not. That's a good idea. You should do that. Honestly. What's happening here? Oh, I see. My foot's like moving my footstool over. I use a footstool when I play, like, you know, a classical footstool, and it always moves around weird, so my leg's always in an awkward position. Excuse me. It's freaking allergies, man. They're gonna be the death of me. But anyways, having said all that good stuff, hopefully you guys are having a good Friday out there. I'll be here probably another half an hour or so, and then I'm going to head out and do a lesson. I got started a few hours earlier this Friday because I had to do a lesson later in the evening, so that's how that goes when you're a teacher on the go like myself. Yeah, you should. Definitely. Oh, okay, I see. Yeah, I believe it, dude. Pickups can get pricey with stuff. They really can. That's why I don't do modding also. Not just because I don't know what I'm doing, but also because I don't have the money to be blown on just random modification things, and I'm just too lazy. But when you're building something, I guess that'd be essential because, you know, you have to have the parts to build it. that'd be helpful, right? Yeah, I don't know, man. It's a trip. But yeah, guitar stuff is just, it's a never-ending journey, man. Just when you think it's done, or something else you want to do, you know, or some other guitar you want to play on. Let's see, the Fishmans are popular, but I doubt I need active. Oh, yeah. Probably don't need that, yeah. Yeah, I mean, I've had active pickups before in that Schecter I owned. I can't tell a huge difference from active to passive. They just sound kind of the same to me. I don't know. Maybe I'm just not very good at hearing the difference, you know? I'm not an elitist, I guess, but I can't tell the difference. Oh, this reminds me. I don't know if I think Fesley might have took off, but I asked about 7-string models, if they had any 7-string models, you know, in the future they're planning on making. And they hinted to me, like I can't say for sure, but they hinted at me that they might be making a headless 7-string. So keep that with a grain of salt. I don't know if that's going to be a for real thing or not, but just so you guys know, that might be an option in the future. If they did do that, they would be one of the few brands out there that are budget brands that are putting out 7-strings, and that might be really, really cool because there's not a lot of 7-strings out there in that price range, or, you know, in those companies at least, right? And if they do that, you know what's going to happen. Donner and Glary and all these other guys are going to hop on the bandwagon. They're probably going to try to compete, so that'll start the marketplace for a lot more 7-strings. We might see an interesting change in the marketplace if Fesley follows through with this. Let's see. Oh, that sounds killer, man. Yeah, I bet that was nice. That's good, man. Yeah, I'm wondering that too. I think he means Ibanez, right? Ibanez guitars are killer. I used to have an Ibanez RG back in the day, but it was a long time ago. I also had the Geo one too, the Guitar Center Geo. Oh, man. Okay, yeah, it was the Ibanez one you're talking about. That's killer, man. Okay, nothing wrong with that. Oh, and you also had an RG, Jeff? Heck yeah, nothing wrong with that, dude. That's killer. Yeah, Ibanez, I have nothing bad to say about Ibanez. They're pretty good guitars. I haven't seen an Ibanez that I don't like. They're all pretty decent. Oh, the dinky super strat kind of body. Those are killer, yeah. Yeah, Ibanez guitars are pretty slick. I can't say there's any guitars I don't like. I like all guitars. You know, they're all fine. They all play differently, right? They make different sounds, different vibes, I guess as kids would say. Different vibes. Let's see here. Example being when I play on the IIO. Oh, it's heavy old piece of thing here. But it has a lot more of a jazzy sound, this guitar, right? It just seems better for like the Joe Pass thing I was kind of messing with. Right? It fits those kind of chord voicings better. You can still shred on it, sure. It's just different sound. I will say this, the AIO pickups are not very hot compared to Fesley. Fesley's pickups are a lot hotter. These pickups are nice, it's just they're not very hot. So I'm kind of having to fight for that because it's like sounds cool, but you know what I mean. It's just very like, I don't know, the pickups don't sound as sharp to me. Whereas the Fesley one, oh, this thing's heavy. Let's see here. The pickups are very, very sharp. So big difference in sound. I don't know. They're all good. It's just very different. Let's see here. Heck yeah, rock and roll, man. That's funny, dude. Oh yeah, big spinning right there, right? Yeah, you know, I use these 2mm. I love them. I'm thinking about getting a. Where is it at? I'll show you guys a picture. I don't know if you guys had any experience with these or not. I've heard good things about them. Let me get my Amazon folded up here. I was going to check out these ones. They're like JTC brand. They're made in Japan apparently, and they're Player's Pick or something. Let me see. I don't know if you guys use these. It's 2.5mm. I've never used a 2.5mm before. But I'll show you guys what the screen looks like real quick. Share screen. My watch is flying everywhere. Flip it back. Okay, here we go. These ones. I just gotta, you know, get into the idea of spending such a big amount of money for only a few picks. These look pretty cool though, man. Like they're, I guess, it says they're black colored, but they look kind of see-through almost. Yeah, see, it says black there, but the pictures they show them looking kind of like see-through, so I don't understand that. But these are supposed to be pretty nice, from what I've heard, because Martin Miller uses them, Tom Quill has used them, a lot of other guys have used them, like a whole handful of artists have used them, endorsed them, so I don't know. I might give them a try just to see. But I never used a 2.5, so that'll be new for me. Should be interesting. Oh yeah, good catch there, JTC and Ibanez. So I guess that's like a collaboration they did or something, kind of a trip. But yeah, I don't know. I might pull the trigger one day. I don't know. $12.99 just seems kind of steep for a pack of picks, so I'm holding off for now. 'Cause I don't know. It's not like a need, right? I don't really need picks. I have picks, but it's like that looks kind of interesting. Let's see here. You like the John Petrucci signature ones? Yeah, those are pretty good, man. I've heard good things about those. We'll definitely get some more collabs going in the future. Richard's been so busy with stuff, and he's got like a lot of family stuff. He's got kids and everything, so he juggles a lot, man. And he has a full-time job, so when he has free time, I'm definitely gonna get more collabs in with Richard. He might be coming by. It's gonna be the holiday season. Sometimes he stops by because his family lives in the area where I'm at, so I might see him. Jazz 3 for you also. Thick picks equal confidence in the right hand. That is true. That is true. Yeah, man. As soon as I tried these Andy James Jumbo Flow picks, I was hooked. And the reason why I bought these, the picks I was using before were the Gator Grip Dunlop 2mm picks, and I used to love those picks, and I thought they were good. But when I was trying to play songs that were requiring a lot of like precision, it wasn't really working out for me. I don't know. It was like it was too small feeling. The pick size was kind of weird. And then I heard these ones are pretty good. The Andy James Jumbo Flow, the big fat ones, and I was like, ooh, that's kind of cool. I tried them out for the song, the Racer X song. What is it called? That's what it was. I played that forever though. That thing. I couldn't play it with my current pick, and then when I got this pick, I tried it out just on a whim, and it worked perfect. Well, not perfect, but it worked pretty good despite my crappy playing. I was like, oh, this is a lot better. Yeah, I turned my volume off on purpose, by the way. But yeah, anyways. Scarify, that was the name of it. I always screw it up. Technical difficulties is a good one, too. That is a good one. I always screw that song up, too. I play that like crap. I haven't played that in a while either, but anyways. I won't be tackling anything quite like that. Yeah, I haven't played that kind of stuff in a long time, man. My picking technique has really suffered. And the reason why my picking technique has really suffered in the last, like, so many months is because I don't do a lot of, like, picking practice like I used to. Like, if you want to be good at picking, you have to work on picking, like, every day and only picking and, like, just focus metronome exercises every day. And it's still there, but it's, like, sloppy. Because I put a lot more time into, like, legato stuff because I wanted to get better at hyper picking and legato. So I'm still trying to get that in order. And so that's why my right hand's kind of, like, the speed's not really as clean as it should be or could be. I'm a little disappointed about it. But my own fault, because like I said, I've been working on other stuff, so it happens. It happens. I have a picker at work, so I can't be 1-0. Yeah, I feel you on that one, man. I feel you. But yeah, I mean, it's just, you got to pick which one you want to do sometimes. And, I had a guy that was a teacher, and he told me that, it's better to focus on one technique and master it and just stick with that technique instead of being all over the place. And I understood his point, but I want to be good at everything. So I'm one of those people, I have a hard time just sticking to one thing. Like I want to be good at legato and hyper picking. I also want to be really good at my alternate and economy picking. I want to be really good at sweep picking. I want to be good at tapping, everything. But obviously, you know, when you put time into something else, you neglect something else because you can't do two things at once. So if you're working on legato technique every day, then obviously your picking is going to get a little sloppy. Or vice versa. If you do tons of picking for like a week and you don't do as much legato practice, your legato is not going to improve. Might go backwards a little, but I don't know, man. It's a love-hate relationship I have with certain things. Recording with Racer X. I played as Ibanez with a pink fringe on the neck. Oh, nice, man. Yeah, Paul Gilbert's awesome, dude. Love Paul Gilbert. I have his not DVD, his downloadable video file thing. It's called Classical from Mars or something like that, or Guitar from Mars. I forget what it's called. It's on my computer somewhere, and it's got like all these like different classical etudes tabbed out for the, you know, like exercises and single string notes. It's like the one I still work on occasionally. The whole I haven't played it in a while. I forgot how that goes anymore. I haven't played it in a while, but how does that go? It's gonna bug me. I can't remember. I'm just going off memory. I don't remember how it goes. But anyways, you guys get the idea. Where am I at? One thing often informs another later down that road too. Yeah, that makes sense. Yeah, it's a trip, man. I don't know. It's like there's so many things I want to do. I get a little ADD too, if you didn't notice. But that's probably why I play the way I do when it goes all. It's a bit of a mess. My brain especially, I have to work on specific things, or I kind of forget what I'm working on, and then I get screwed up on things, and it's just a big mess. I'm trying to work on this Tom Quayle stuff I've been transcribing, because I like Tom Quayle a lot, and I like his legato lines. So like the one, I don't know if you guys saw my short I was working on, but I'll show you guys what it looks like real quick. I have the tab here, because I always screw it up. And I can't play it cleanly yet. It's always, it's not there yet. But hopefully soon I can get it down. Let me see here. But yeah, so this pattern here has been a lot of fun, and it's not up to speed by any means, but. Playing that sloppy, but I've been working on that every day with a metronome. My wife hates it. She heard me yesterday. She's like, "You're gonna keep playing that?" I'm like, "Well, yeah, it's not good enough yet." She's like, she put her headphones on. I'm like, "Sorry." But yeah, he does a lot of trippy stuff I'd like to get more into. It's just the control he does is just insane. And transcribing that took me like an hour, which is embarrassing to say, because I can transcribe most stuff by ear without issue. But that small lick, which is only like a portion of his playing, like he does like a whole like 2-minute jam that's from. And that's just like one portion I liked. I was like, I want to try to tab that. It took me literally 30, 40 minutes. And he's playing at lightning speed. Like, he was doing it like... I was like, how the hell is he doing like 30-second notes at like 100 beats per minute? How is he doing that? Anyways, so I just gotta go slow, and his patterns are so strange. And it doesn't help watching his fingers because he's tuned it up at all fourths. So his B is what, C? And he's going up to F, so C, F on the bottom 2 strings. I don't do that, but I'm sure that must play a role in the way he phrases certain things. Yeah, Tom is definitely from another planet. I agree. Thanks, Tyler. Appreciate that, dude. Yeah, it's a whole thing. And I have another lick I transcribed from Tom Quayle that I can't play yet. I just transcribed it. It's a different one, and it's pretty brutal. It's like very Tom Quayle-esque, I guess you call it. Where is it at? Let me pull it up real quick, and I can try to play some of the notes. But like some of the movements just really wacky, man. Give me a second, guys. I gotta find the area it's saved to. I think it's in my downloads, maybe. Oh yeah, there it is. Tom Quayle lick number 2. So I was working on this second lick, which is like based on E flat minor 7 chord, I think. Yeah, Jeff. Tom is that YouTuber who has the legato courses. And those legato courses, like the one I was showing you, are just insane, man. Like his exercises are, next level, as the kids say, next level stuff. But yeah, let me see here. See, like this is an example. I was transcribing this lick, and I can't like play it very well. I'll show you guys if you want to take a look, real quick. Just the audio wise. So it's like, let's see. He wants you to do. I'm thinking is what it is. I'm just transcribing off what I heard. Sorry, I did that wrong. And he has this weird, like... Oh, sorry, I did it wrong. So we have this, like, this little slide thing is weird. That's right. Oh, sorry. It's this weird line, though. And he does it so fast. Like... I'll give you guys an example of what it's supposed to sound like up to speed. Give me a second here. Oh, wait, I can't. That's right, because I have my thing plugged in there. I don't know if it'll work if I do it this way. Yeah, he's definitely a Holdsworth guy for sure. He's nuts, man. He's nuts. I love Tom Quayle, though. His playing and phrasing is just so good. If I had the money, I'd pay for lessons from that guy. He's top, man. As the British people say, he's top. But yeah, let me show you real quick, just so you can see the mind warp I'm looking at here. And this is what I transcribed the other day. I'm only going to show you a glimpse. If you guys want to download these tracks to mess around with yourself, you can join the membership here on the channel. You have access to all kinds of cool downloads when you join. But yeah, this is look at all this crap. And I'll just push play real quick. It's like, oh my god, why? Anyways, so yeah, that's what that was, and it's pretty bonkers. But like I said, that was just one part I tabbed out of like a whole tune he did, or like a jam session thing he did. And the way he phrases things is just really weird to me. Like, it kind of hurts my brain. It's very Greg Howe and Holdsworth like mixed together. But yeah, Tom's what a legend, man. What a legend, and what a mind warp. Like I said, it's something else. But yeah, I would like to get more into this fusion style and really just control my timing better with my legato. And it's going to be some work. Give me a couple years and maybe I'll get somewhere with the funk fusion stuff. I'm trying. The problem too is there's so many different things theory-wise that are happening. It's not just the technique, but also the theory. It's like over these progressions, you might have something that has a lot of superimposition with pentatonics, which is fine. And they might weave in and out of like half-whole diminished scales. And then, maybe specific tritone substitutions, or maybe they're playing secondary dominants or whatever. Or maybe they're playing, specific chord tones of those secondary dominants. Or maybe they're playing melodic minor modes and a specific, voicing of that. It's just, there's so much that goes into that. It's really a big mind warp. And the more I look into it, the more my head hurts. Small progress is better than no progress, I guess, right? Let's see here. Yeah. It's like partially notes, but also the timing and the feel and the weird, groovy syncopation that makes it so interesting. Yeah, Martin Miller is awesome. I love Martin Miller. I have one of his courses on here, too. I bought Tom Quill courses, and I bought Martin Miller courses. They have helped my picking, and they've helped my legato. Absolutely. Yeah, Martin Miller is amazing. I love his picking technique. The guy plays so clean, and he has like such amazing control with his alternate picking. It's ungodly. And he could play Tom Quill stuff instantly, too. Like, his legato lines are insane. But yeah, Tom Quill, Martin Miller. It's good stuff right there. I love those guys. I also love Rick Graham a lot. Rick Graham is amazing. I have a few of his courses too. I bought in a lot of these guys' courses, and Rick Graham is just next level stuff. His stretches though are ungodly. Like, they're really something else, man. Nothing wrong with that, man. Nothing wrong with that. Heck yeah. I mean, that's what people want to hear anyway. They don't want to hear me winking Tom Quill at a bar. They'd probably rather hear the 3-chord song, to be honest. Gypsy picking. Oh, yeah. Gypsy jazz stuff's really cool, too, by the way. Just off topic, but DJingo and all those guys are amazing. What is this? Oh, just ads. I get these ads, man, for doing like, YouTube videos, and I swear, it baffles me the stuff people try to offer me to review on the channel for you guys. I turn down so many people because there's just such weird stuff like space heaters and folders, cabinets, kitchen appliances. Like, how do I make that fit? There's just no way I can make that fit. It's just weird. Or I get people trying to ask me if I want modding gear. Like, I had Geiker hit me up a few times. You guys know Geiker? They want to send me some like new saddle thing or something that they have, and they have like some other bridge piece that's like, I forget what they called it. There's some terminology from their new series that's just got released. I told them I wasn't really that interested because I don't really do a lot of modding and stuff, and I don't really know how to make a video on that. Like, I don't know. Like, hey guys, look at this part I replaced. Okay, what am I going to do next? Then you got to talk for 5 minutes. You can't just make like a 1-minute video. It just feels weird. But yeah, it's just some stuff I get offered is really out there. Rollout pianos. I mean, regular piano I might would look at, but like a rollout piano, like I don't even know where I'd begin with that. It's just interesting stuff, man. Really interesting. I don't play piano that good to begin with. I play okay, but speaking of which, I have my little MIDI keyboard here, and give you an idea of how funny this little guy is. I bought this for like $20 on Amazon a long time ago, and my hand's so big, it eats up like a quarter of the keyboard because it's so small. I can't do like a regular piano voicing like with my thumb and everything. I have to like literally use my fingers in a weird way because it's so awkward, this thing. But it works pretty good when you have like, I have 2 different plugins. One's like Surge XT, has some really nice synth stuff and it's free. Free plugin, by the way, on that. And I have the other one, which is Labs, I think it is, Labs. And it has some really nice, clean piano plugin sounds. So yeah, pretty cool stuff. Pretty cool, pretty cool. Let me see here, 7:34. Okay, I'll be here probably another 10 minutes, and I'll have to head out. Only because I have a lesson at 8 o'clock my time, and it's almost 8 o'clock here. I got like another 20 minutes or so, but oh man, nice, man. Yeah, dude, you had some really cool stuff on your the SoundCloud you showed me, Jeff. It was pretty cool. Those songs, they were very funky and like they had a really interesting like out there kind of Holdsworth sound. So it's pretty cool, dude. Cool stuff. Ah, cool, Tyler. You like Labs too? It's the only plugin I could find that sounds decent for a piano. Believe it or not, like I do. Well, I mainly teach guitar. But I do teach, like, you know, I could teach bass, ukulele, beginning piano. I know basics of piano. I'm not like a piano. I'm not a Mozart. I can play basic piano. I can show you theory and everything with that. But I had to get something for recording, but also for lessons, because sometimes I teach beginning, like kids or whatever. And also, you know, for synth, I love having the synth sounds with my Surge XT. I get all kinds of really cool, like, polysynth stuff. Strings sounds, get that 80 kind of like 80s retro synthwave tones. Which, if you guys didn't know, I used to make like some kind of cool 80s tunes once in a while. I made like the song Faceless. It was like a singing. I'm not good at singing, but I can kind of hold a note sometimes. But that was a cool retro synthwave tune I made, and I only made that in like a day. I just did that in like a quick little hurry type thing, but that was a cool tune. Anyways, yeah, retro synthwave stuff, love it. I love all that synth stuff. I'm definitely a dork when it comes to that. Definitely a dork. Love me some dorky synthwave. But yeah, so I got some content on the way. I'm gonna be reviewing another multi-effect pedal. I have her sitting over here actually, waiting for me to review it. So I did the flat sends, I did the Tank G, now I'm doing the next one on the list, which is the Nux. So if you guys want to know about the Nux multi-effect processing pedal, I have it over here waiting to be used and all that good stuff. Which I'm interested in how different it's going to sound, because literally the Nux pedal looks identical to the flat sense pedal. Like the visual appearance is nearly identical. I don't know if that's intentional or not, but they look almost like the same pedal. Yeah, I don't know. I've heard Flatsens is a sub-company of Nux, so that might be the reason, I guess. But still weird that they'd have 2 different pedals from like that look identical. Anyways, we'll see how identical it sounds. I'll do a, you know, comparison. Then I have that guitar I'm going to be reviewing, so that's going to be pretty cool. And then I have, what else am I reviewing? I have some kind of some cheap $20 pedals I'll be checking out, but we'll see. We'll see how it goes. I don't know. We'll see. A lot of songs to write. I'm just taking my time here. Yeah, honestly, plugins are not that great. I don't know. Like, they're okay. It's not as good as an actual instrument or as an amp. I like the sound of a real amp, real instrument in front of me. Like what I'm using right now, I kind of hate the sound of. It makes my ears kind of hurt because it just sounds so plasticky and fake and tinny. But the reason why I do this also is because if I wanted to use an amp, I either go direct out from the Boss Katana, and that sounds kind of eh. I don't like the direct out from the Boss Katana. It sounds kind of the same as this. But if I want to mic it up, I have to have 2 mics, and I only have 1 mic, so that kind of defeats the purpose of that one. But I would like to use an amp for streams in the future, or something better, maybe like a profiler of some kind. I don't know. We'll see, man. But yeah, tone is such a touchy thing. you just make the best of what you got and what you can use, you know. One day we'll figure out this tone stuff a bit better, but let's see here. I have these pedals over here still I never even use. I literally have too many pedals in my house. I'm looking to sell some of this stuff. I don't know if you guys would want to buy any of it, because I'm not going to be using it. Like literally, it's collecting dust. Like I have a tube screamer, which is a green. It's the Green Mile by Mooer. I have this. What is this thing called? AI Tone looper pedal. I have not touched it forever. I have the compression pedal from Lacato, B-breaker pedal. I have a Tank G effect pedal. I got all kinds of stuff I don't use and don't need. I might even think about selling this AIO because I have too many guitars now. I have this big old spiky guitar over here I got to review. I have this Fesley one. I have one acoustic left over there. I have my Telecaster over there. It's such a mess of stuff. But yeah, I don't know. Richard told me to make like an eBay store or something and sell to people, but I don't know. Like then I got to think about shipping, and I don't know. Like I don't know how much shipping costs. I got to look into all that. But if you guys want some stuff like that, I might look into it. I don't know if that'd be entertaining for you guys or not. If you'd want any of that stuff, or you could just buy it on your own. I'd obviously sell it discounted. Man, that's crazy. I bet, man. I bet. I've heard Axe FX 3 is pretty good, dude. I've heard it's really good. I might look into it, but it's so expensive. I just can't afford it. If I had the money, I'd buy like an Axe FX or Kemper Profiler or something, but I just don't have any money for that. I'm strapped, man. In California, everything goes to bills. Bills and food, and that's like... The inflation sucks, man. It really is a sucky thing. I got on a waiting list, and I'm hoping that we get a call back because there's an apartment complex that opened up nearby, and they have 1 bedrooms for the same price I'm paying for a studio. So I'm hoping I get to move over there because we have no space in here, and for the amount of money I pay, it's like ridiculous. This is literally like my apartment door is right in front of the camera here. We're like in a closet space. It's a very small studio, very small. But yeah, California, what a joke. Pay close to $1,000 for a couple feet of room. But yeah, man, I don't know. And then music gear on top of that's already expensive, you know. Everything's expensive, but music gear especially. Let's see here. Neural DSP plugins are pretty good, but nothing beats an amp. Yeah. Yeah, I got the Bossy one and the Gojira one, but I'm not a big fan of the sound on some of them. Like, I like the Gojira one because that's clean, pretty ambient sounds. But for the distortion, all of the distortion settings sound really like, I don't know, they sound kind of digital. Like this pedal I'm using. They all sound so digital to me. It doesn't sound like, it's not dynamic. Like, I can play a note loud or quiet and it just sounds the same. Yeah. Oh, man. Yeah, I remember trying to record with a cassette tape. I had like a boombox thing, and I just pushed the play and record button. I had some cool tunes I wrote doing that, like when I was younger, but the tapes got eaten, so that was a disappointment. I had a buddy when he was getting like into recording years and years ago, back in like 2000 something, and he had the, what was it called? Like a Tascam or a Zoom, like 16-track portable recording device, and it could burn CDs. It was like hot. It was hot shit back then, I guess. It was pretty cool. I was like, whoa, this thing burns CDs, and it was a trip. But that was before DAWs were like a huge thing. He spent like, I forget what, like $700 on that thing, or $800. Yeah, it was pretty cool, man. It was a pretty cool device. I see. That's killer. Oh, man. Heck yeah. Yeah, Black Friday. It's pretty much Black Friday month right now, or Black Friday week, Amazon's calling it, in Sweetwater. I did some searching just for fun to look around, and the deals weren't really that good of deals. Like, all the Black Friday deals were like $20-$30 off of stuff. It seems kind of like a joke. I don't know. Could just be where I'm looking, too. A lot of these sites are kind of iffy. Yeah. You got a good point on that. Good point on that, Mike. I think you're right. Oh, yeah, the little mini one. The little baby size guy. Yeah, I think somebody sent me a picture of that. I know you talked about that too, Jeff, but somebody else on my Facebook sent me a picture. I guess they bought one of those little mini ones for practice. I was like, oh, that's a cool little thing. It's kind of funny. It's a little dude. But yeah, it's killer, guys. But yeah, other than that, the Fesley thing is done. And I'm not sure what's going to happen, like where they're being uploaded. I was under the assumption they wanted me to upload here on the channel, but now they're saying no. They're going to like put it somewhere specifically. So I'm not sure if they're going to make like a website option or if they're going to put it like on an app. I don't know what's happening. But it should be pretty cool to see. So I'll let you guys know as soon as I know. As soon as I find out what's happening, I'll let you know straight from Fesley. And we'll see what's happening with that. Let's see. Oh, I see what you're saying. Like the plugins and stuff. Yeah, that makes sense. What is this here? Oh, no kidding, Tyler? That's what you're using for your live streams? Well, that sounds pretty good, man. From if that's what I heard the last time you were playing. It sounded pretty slick. So, yeah, for the price, I mean, that's a pretty good sounding little amp. Heck yeah. The stuff you can get nowadays for the price is just really something else, man. I just don't know. I'm blown away, honestly. The budget stuff nowadays is really just plentiful, and thank God. I mean, who has the money for $1,000, amp or pedal these days? It's nice to buy something within our budget means, right? If you're like me and you're a poor guy like I am, budget stuff is my alley, man. I'm all about budget and saving some money. But yeah, anyways, I don't know, man. Music's a trip. It really is. Let's see here. It's like a pedal board. Oh, okay, I see. Yeah, you can't beat that, man. Later, Clutch. Good seeing you, dude. I'm gonna head out of here myself here in a minute, actually. I gotta head out to do a lesson, but yeah, super cool. I got lesson content on the way for my members page. So yeah, if you guys want to see those exclusive lessons, definitely become a member here on the channel. It's not too expensive. I have 2 different options. If you choose the expensive option, which is like $9 a month, you can also do a one-on-one FaceTime with me. We can do lessons or BS, all that good stuff. And don't forget, there's cool merch for sale now. So if you guys want to purchase anything or CDs and all that, you can. I got some stuff on the way. I'm just waiting for it to arrive, and I'll advertise it and show you guys what it looks like, and I'll probably use it in my videos. Kind of weird to think I got merch. It's kind of strange. But other than that, yeah, I'll keep you guys posted on what's going on. I'm going to try posting some more like short, cringy shred licks, because those seem to do well in the algorithm. I don't know why. Saying silly things like shredding on a gold top or shredding on a budget guitar or just playing nonsense, that seems to go in the algorithm pretty well, I've noticed. So I'm going to start putting more of those videos out there to get some more attention, see what happens. But thank you guys so much for joining my live stream. I hope you had a good time. I know I did. It's been a few hours, I guess, so that's weird to think. I don't know. It's like a time warp anytime I do a stream. The time just goes away so quickly. Anyways, thank you guys again for hanging out with me and for all the good stuff and the BSing and all that good stuff. I hope you have a good weekend. I hope you have a good start of the week next week. And if I don't see you before then, I'll see you on next live stream, which will be Friday, probably around 4 or 5 p.m. Oh, and happy Thanksgiving. I forgot, Thanksgiving's next week. If you guys celebrate Thanksgiving, and that's a big thing for you, happy Thanksgiving to you. I hope you have a good time with your family. Be safe on the roads. People are crazy out there. I see accidents every day around my town, man. People are just driving like idiots, but you're not looking forward to that. But yeah, hopefully you guys stay safe and have a good rest of your weekend. Thanks for hanging out. I'll see you guys next time. Rock on, and have a good week. Or weekend. Both. Weekend.